Have you ever wondered what it takes to become one of the chosen ones? It sounds almost like a myth or legend, something out of a fairy tale. But what if I told you that the chosen ones aren't born? They're made. They're forged through a series of tests, challenges that are not physical, but spiritual, emotional, and mental. Tests so intense few even recognize them. But those who do, they emerge from these trials forever transformed. Life itself is a test, but not everyone gets the same test. There are levels to this journey, and the deeper you go, the harder the challenges become. The chosen ones are those who are willing to face these hardest tests, not because they want to, but because they have no choice. They feel an unshakable pull, an inner calling that tells them, you must go through this. It's not optional. And these tests, they are anything but glamorous. But those who endure, they come out changed, stronger, wiser, and more aligned with their true purpose. It's not about winning or losing. It's about survival, transformation, and awakening to a deeper truth. The first test begins when you are asked to confront the truth of who you really are. Most people spend their entire lives building and reinforcing an image of themselves. They define who they are by their external circumstances, the job they have, the relationships they maintain, the possessions they own, and the roles they play. These identities are constructed over time, layer by layer, as we seek validation and approval from the outside world. We wear masks, trying to show the world a version of ourselves that we believe others want to see. But here's the harsh reality. This constructed version of yourself is not the truth. It's a facade. It's a temporary illusion that hides the core of who you truly are. And to pass the first test, the test of truth, you must be willing to strip away these layers and face the raw, unfiltered truth of your being. This moment is nothing short of terrifying. It's the moment when you must stand in front of the mirror, not the mirror of your face, but the mirror of your soul, and truly look at yourself. No filters, no illusions, no excuses, just you, in all your vulnerability, your fear, your pain, and your potential. In that mirror, you will see everything you've tried to hide from yourself. You'll see the parts of you that have been buried deep in your subconscious, the parts you've avoided or suppressed because they didn't fit the image you've spent years creating. For most people, this test is too much. The fear of truly seeing themselves, the fear of what might be revealed in that mirror, is overwhelming. The temptation is strong to turn away, to put the mask back on, and retreat into the comfort of denial. But the chosen ones don't turn away. They stand tall in the face of this discomfort and ask themselves the hardest question they'll ever face. Who am I really? The truth is that most people don't know who they really are. They've spent so much time becoming what others want them to be that they've forgotten their true essence. And even when the truth is revealed, it can be unsettling. You might not like what you see. You might discover that you've been living someone else's life, chasing goals that aren't truly yours, or suppressing parts of yourself in order to fit into a mold. But here's the secret. You cannot grow, evolve, or fulfill your true purpose without first facing this truth. To truly step into your power, you must shed the false identity you've been carrying and embrace the authentic version of yourself. This version of you might not look perfect, and it might not fit into the neat boxes society. The second test is the test of isolation. In a world that thrives on constant connection through social media, work, friends, family, and the endless distractions of modern life, being truly alone is rare. We are surrounded by noise both external and internal, and this noise can drown out the most important voice of all, the voice inside us, our true self. To pass this test, you must embrace solitude. But this isn't just about being physically alone. It's about being alone in every sense of the word. It's about disconnecting from the world around you, silencing the external chatter, and turning inward. This process can feel uncomfortable, even painful, because it forces you to confront your thoughts, your emotions, and your fears. In solitude, the distractions fall away, and you are left with only your mind. It's in these quiet moments that your inner voice begins to rise. Your true self, which has been buried under the layers of your daily life, will begin to speak, but only if you're willing to listen. The question is, can you hear it? Many people are afraid of being alone, and for good reason. When you're by yourself, you have no choice but to face the thoughts, doubts, and insecurities you've been avoiding. The silence can feel suffocating because it brings up everything you've tried to run from. But this is the crucible where growth happens. The chosen ones understand that this isolation is not a punishment, it's a necessary purification. They know that in the silence, there is clarity. When you embrace this test, you are opening yourself up to a deeper understanding of who you are. You will begin to hear your true desires, your inner wisdom, and your authentic voice. In the quiet, you will find answers to questions that have been swirling in your mind for years. But you cannot hear these answers if you continue to fill your life with distractions and noise. You must be willing to sit in the silence, even when it feels overwhelming. Most people are afraid of solitude because they fear what they might uncover. They are terrified that if they stop to listen to themselves, they will be forced to confront truths they aren't ready to face. But the chosen ones are not afraid. They welcome this moment of isolation as a chance to connect with something deeper, something eternal inside them. The more you embrace this solitude, the more you will begin to hear the guidance you've been searching for. Your inner self is constantly speaking to you, but you must be still and silent enough to hear it. This test is not about running away from the noise of the world. It's about listening to the quiet whispers of your soul. And once you do, you will realize that the answers you seek have always been there, waiting for you to listen. It's in this silence that you will find your truth, your direction, and your purpose. But you must be brave enough to face it. Isolation is not just a physical state. It's a mental and emotional state that forces you to confront your innermost fears and desires. And it is in this solitude that you will discover your true self, untainted by external expectations, unaffected by the opinions of others, and free to pursue what truly matters. The test of isolation is not easy. It requires patience, introspection, and a willingness to be uncomfortable. But for those who can endure it, the rewards are immeasurable. You will emerge from this isolation not as a lonely soul, but as someone who has found peace within themselves, someone who knows who they are, what they want, and where they are going. But just when you think you've mastered this solitude, life has a way of throwing you back into the chaos. And the test will return, as life often does, in different forms, to remind you of your journey and the necessity of embracing the silence. Can you face the solitude? Can you sit in the silence long enough to hear your true self calling out to you? This is the second test, and the chosen ones are those who can rise above the fear, listen to their inner voice, and emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected to their true essence. The third test is the test of endurance. Life is full of challenges that will push you to your limits, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. In these moments, you will face a choice: to retreat back into the safety of what's familiar, or to endure the pain, discomfort, and hardship necessary to grow and transcend your limitations. Endurance is more than just the ability to endure physical pain. It's about developing the mental and emotional resilience to face life's hardest trials and persist through them. Whether it's enduring the loss of a loved one, overcoming personal failures, struggling with a difficult job, or battling inner demons, the test of endurance asks you to push through when every instinct in you is telling you to quit. The chosen ones understand that true growth doesn't happen in comfort. They know that endurance is forged in the fire of struggle. They recognize that the moments of deepest pain and discomfort often hold the greatest potential for transformation. It's in the moments when you want to give up, when you feel you can no longer continue, that your true strength is revealed. But endurance is not a passive process. It requires active engagement, determination, and an unwavering belief in your ability to overcome. It's easy to give in to the urge to quit when faced with obstacles, but the chosen ones are different. They are willing to go further than they've gone before, to push past the barriers they've set for themselves, and to endure whatever hardship is thrown their way, knowing that on the other side lies something greater. When life demands endurance, you must find the courage to keep moving, even when the road ahead seems impossible. It's about learning to trust in the process, even when the results are not immediately visible. The chosen ones understand that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. They know that the challenges they face are not obstacles to avoid, but opportunities to build the strength they need to reach their full potential. Endurance is not just about physical strength, it's about emotional fortitude and spiritual resilience. Life will throw many challenges at you, and the true test is how you respond to them. Do you collapse under pressure, or do you rise to meet it head on? Can you maintain your sense of purpose, even when it seems like everything is falling apart around you? The test of endurance requires you to confront your deepest fears and vulnerabilities, to face hardship with grace, and to continue pressing forward despite the doubts and setbacks that arise. The chosen ones understand that endurance is not a race, it is a marathon. It's not about reaching the finish line quickly, but about continuing to move forward, no matter how slow or difficult the progress may seem. Every setback is not a failure, but a lesson to be learned. Every moment of pain is an opportunity to grow stronger. And every time you choose to endure, you are not just surviving, you are evolving into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. As you push through the tests of life, remember that endurance is a muscle that gets stronger with use. The more you face challenges, the more you develop the resilience to overcome them. But it's important to remember that you don't need to endure alone. Seek support when needed, lean on your community, and allow others to help you carry the load when the weight becomes too heavy. Endurance is not about isolation. It's about recognizing that you have the strength within you to endure and the wisdom to seek help when necessary. In this test of endurance, the greatest reward is not just reaching the end of the struggle, but realizing how much you've grown along the way. The chosen ones know that the trials they face shape them, mold them, and refine them into the person they were always meant to be. They understand that every hardship is an opportunity to transcend their previous self and become someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. The test of endurance teaches you to embrace the journey, even when the road is long and difficult. It's about holding on to hope and faith, even in the darkest of times. It's about finding strength in moments of weakness and courage in moments of fear. The chosen ones know that life's most difficult moments often reveal their greatest potential for growth. And once you've endured the hardest trials, you will emerge stronger than before. You will realize that the true strength lies not in avoiding difficulty, but in facing it with unshakable resolve. The test of endurance is not just about surviving the pain, it's about thriving because of it. And in this way, you will come to understand that endurance is not simply about pushing through. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be, one step at a time. The fourth test is the test of wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to see beyond the surface, to perceive deeper truths, and to make decisions that align with a greater sense of purpose. It is not simply the accumulation of knowledge, but the application of that knowledge in ways that lead to meaningful, purposeful outcomes. It is the ability to learn from every experience, especially the painful and difficult ones, and to transform those lessons into something valuable. In life, challenges are inevitable. There will be moments of uncertainty, confusion, and frustration. You will face choices that demand more than just intellect. They will require wisdom. The test of wisdom asks whether you can navigate the complexities of life with a deep understanding of yourself, others, and the world around you. It asks whether you can rise above your own biases, fears, and desires, and make choices that honor your higher self. Wisdom is a quality that evolves over time, shaped by experience, reflection, and growth. It is not something you are born with, but something you cultivate through a lifetime of learning and adapting. The chosen ones understand that wisdom does not come from avoiding mistakes, but from embracing them as opportunities for growth. They are willing to look at their failures, examine their flaws, and extract valuable insights from even the most challenging situations. Wisdom, in this sense, is the fruit of experience, a fruit that ripens with time and care. One of the key components of wisdom is the ability to see things from different perspectives. It is easy to become trapped in your own point of view, especially when emotions run high or when you feel threatened. But the wise understand that there is always more than one way to look at any given situation. They take the time to listen, to consider alternative viewpoints, and to understand the complexities of the world around them. In doing so, they expand their understanding and make better, more informed decisions. But wisdom is not just about intellectual understanding. It also involves emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage your emotions as well as the emotions of others. The chosen ones recognize that emotions are powerful forces that can either guide them toward greater understanding or lead them astray. They know that wisdom involves mastering emotional impulses, responding to challenges with composure, and using emotional insights to build healthier relationships and make decisions with integrity. In moments of adversity, wisdom helps you find clarity. When faced with difficult choices or overwhelming circumstances, the wise pause and reflect before taking action. They do not rush into decisions driven by fear or impulse. Instead, they allow themselves the space to listen to their inner wisdom, to seek counsel from trusted sources, and to weigh the long-term consequences of their actions. This ability to see beyond the immediate is what sets the wise apart from the impulsive and reactionary. Wisdom allows you to make decisions that are not only right for you in the moment, but also beneficial in the long run. Another important aspect of wisdom is the ability to accept what you cannot change. There are many aspects of life that are beyond your control: external circumstances, other people's actions, and even some of your own thoughts and emotions. The wise understand that trying to control the uncontrollable only leads to frustration and suffering. Instead, they learn to accept life as it is, with all of its unpredictability and impermanence. This acceptance does not mean passivity, but rather a deep understanding of what can and cannot be influenced. By focusing on what you can change, your own thoughts, actions, and responses, you cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience. Wisdom also teaches the value of patience. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to feel pressured to act quickly and achieve immediate results. But the wise understand that true success often takes time. They know that personal growth, healing, and transformation are gradual processes that require sustained effort and perseverance. Wisdom is not rushed. It is patient, knowing that the seeds you plant today will bear fruit in due time. The chosen ones embrace this slow and steady approach, trusting that the wisdom they cultivate now will serve them well in the future. The test of wisdom requires you to balance the competing demands of the present moment with the awareness of the long term. It asks you to make decisions that honor your values, even when it's difficult, and to trust in the wisdom of the journey itself. The path of wisdom is not always easy, and it often involves walking through uncertainty and discomfort. But it is through this process of learning, adapting, and growing that you develop the clarity and understanding necessary to navigate life's challenges with grace and integrity. In the end, wisdom is about becoming the person you were always meant to be. It's about aligning your actions with your higher values and understanding the interconnectedness of all things. The chosen ones know that wisdom is not an endpoint, but a continual process of growth and discovery. They approach life with humility, knowing that there is always more to learn and that each experience holds valuable lessons. The test of wisdom asks you to seek knowledge, but also to integrate that knowledge into your life in a meaningful way. It asks you to be mindful of the choices you make, to reflect on your experiences, and to learn from every success and failure. It challenges you to rise above the noise of the world and to listen to the quiet voice of inner knowing that guides you toward your true path. And in doing so, the wisdom you cultivate will become the foundation upon which you build a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. The fifth test is the test of resilience. Life is full of challenges, obstacles, and unexpected hardships. No matter how carefully you plan or how well you prepare, difficulties will inevitably arise. The test of resilience asks whether you can withstand the trials that life throws your way, and whether you can emerge stronger from adversity. It is not enough to simply survive difficult times. The true measure of resilience is your ability to grow, adapt, and thrive, even in the face of hardship. Resilience is the capacity to bounce back from setbacks, to face challenges head-on, and to keep moving forward despite adversity. It is not about avoiding pain or hardship, but about how you respond when faced with them. The chosen ones understand that challenges are not the end of the road, but an essential part of the journey. They recognize that within every difficulty lies an opportunity for growth, and they meet challenges with a mindset of determination and optimism. The foundation of resilience is belief. Belief in your own inner strength and in the possibility of overcoming obstacles. When faced with adversity, it can be easy to lose sight of this belief, to doubt yourself and your ability to endure. However, resilient individuals are able to tap into their inner resources, drawing upon their previous experiences of overcoming difficulties to remind themselves that they have faced challenges before and emerged victorious. They trust that they are capable of weathering whatever storm comes their way. Resilience also involves an ability to adapt to change. Life is unpredictable, and the circumstances you face today may not be the same as those you face tomorrow. The ability to adapt means being flexible, open-minded, and willing to change course when necessary. The chosen ones are not rigid in their thinking or attached to specific outcomes. Instead, they are able to adjust their plans and expectations when faced with unexpected changes, always looking for new solutions and opportunities. At the heart of resilience is emotional strength, the ability to process emotions in healthy ways without letting them overwhelm you. In times of hardship, it is natural to feel anger, frustration, sadness, or fear. The wise and resilient know that these emotions are a part of the human experience and that they do not need to define your actions or your future. Rather than letting emotions control them, they learn to acknowledge and process them in ways that are constructive, allowing them to move forward with clarity and purpose. Resilience does not mean ignoring pain or pretending that everything is okay, but rather embracing the full range of emotions while choosing to act with strength and grace. Another important aspect of resilience is the ability to seek support when needed. No one can face life's challenges alone, and the chosen ones understand that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. Whether it is through friends, family, mentors, or professional support, resilient individuals know that connecting with others can provide the emotional strength, guidance, and perspective they need to move through difficult times. They are not afraid to lean on others when necessary, recognizing that resilience is not about doing it all on your own, but about drawing strength from both within and from the people around you. Resilience also requires a sense of purpose. When faced with hardship, it can be easy to feel lost or disconnected from your goals. But resilient individuals maintain a sense of purpose, even in the midst of difficult times. They understand that challenges are part of a larger journey, and they remain focused on their long-term vision, even when the present feels overwhelming. This sense of purpose helps them to keep moving forward, to push through the difficult moments, and to find meaning in the struggle. It is often through the hardest times that a person discovers what they are truly capable of. And this is where resilience is forged. One of the key attributes of resilient people is optimism, the ability to maintain hope in the face of adversity. This is not about ignoring the realities of the situation, but about choosing to focus on the possibilities rather than the limitations. Resilient individuals recognize that setbacks are temporary and that with perseverance and effort, things can and will improve. They believe in the possibility of better days ahead, and this hope fuels their determination to keep going, even when the road ahead seems unclear. The ability to maintain perspective is another crucial component of resilience. When faced with challenges, it is easy to become consumed by the immediate circumstances, to lose sight of the bigger picture. Resilient individuals, however, are able to step back and look at their situation from a broader perspective. They understand that pain and hardship are often temporary, and that each challenge is part of a larger pattern in life. By keeping this perspective, they avoid becoming trapped by their circumstances and are better able to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and resilience. Resilience is also a process of continuous growth. Each challenge you face offers an opportunity to build more resilience, to deepen your understanding of yourself, and to become stronger. It is through adversity that you learn the most about your own limits, and it is through pushing past those limits that you discover what you are truly capable of. The chosen ones understand that resilience is not something you are born with, but something you develop over time. They are committed to learning from each experience and to using every hardship as a stepping stone toward greater strength. In the end, the test of resilience asks whether you can hold steady in the face of adversity and emerge from each challenge stronger than before. It is about facing life's difficulties with courage, perseverance, and hope. The chosen ones know that resilience is not an innate quality, but a skill that can be cultivated and strengthened with time and effort. They approach each challenge with the understanding that hardship is a natural part of the human experience, and that it is through overcoming these challenges that they grow, evolve, and fulfill their greater purpose. Through resilience, they transform obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones on the path toward their highest potential. The sixth test is the test of wisdom, a profound and essential aspect of personal growth and success. Wisdom is more than just knowledge or intelligence. It is the ability to apply knowledge in a thoughtful, ethical, and effective way. It involves understanding life's complexities, seeing beyond surface-level appearances, and making decisions based on a deeper understanding of the world and oneself. The test of wisdom asks whether you can navigate life with discernment, insight, and foresight, recognizing that true wisdom often lies in knowing when to act, when to wait, and when to let go. Wisdom is not something that can be acquired overnight. It is cultivated through experience, reflection, and a willingness to learn from both success and failure. It is the result of living a life that is open to growth, introspection, and continuous learning. The chosen ones understand that wisdom is not about having all the answers, but about asking the right questions, being curious, and maintaining a sense of humility in the face of life's vast mysteries. They recognize that each day offers new opportunities to gain insight and deepen their understanding of the world and themselves. At the core of wisdom is self-awareness, the ability to look inward and understand your own thoughts, emotions, and motivations. Self-awareness allows you to recognize your own strengths and weaknesses, your biases and assumptions, and your reactions to various situations. It is through this deep understanding of oneself that wisdom begins to emerge. The chosen ones take time for introspection, asking themselves difficult questions about their actions, beliefs, and values. They are not afraid to confront uncomfortable truths or acknowledge their mistakes, knowing that this process of self-reflection is essential to their growth as wise individuals. Wisdom also involves emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage your emotions, as well as the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence enables you to navigate relationships with empathy, compassion, and understanding. It allows you to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts peacefully, and offer support when others are in need. The chosen ones understand that wisdom is not just about intellectual knowledge, but about how you interact with others and the impact your words and actions have on those around you. They are attuned to the emotional currents of their environment, and they use their emotional intelligence to guide them in making thoughtful, compassionate decisions. Another key aspect of wisdom is the ability to discern between what is truly important and what is fleeting or insignificant. In a world full of distractions and competing priorities, the wise know how to focus their attention on what matters most. They are not swayed by momentary impulses or external pressures, but remain grounded in their values and long-term vision. The chosen ones understand that not everything is worth their time or energy, and they are able to make decisions that align with their greater purpose. They know when to say no, when to let go of attachments, and when to invest their time and resources in pursuits that align with their core beliefs. Wisdom also involves the capacity for foresight, the ability to anticipate potential outcomes and make decisions based on long-term considerations rather than immediate gratification. The wise are able to step back from a situation and consider the broader context, recognizing that their actions today can have far-reaching consequences tomorrow. This foresight enables them to make decisions that are not only beneficial in the present, but that also contribute to their growth, happiness, and fulfillment in the future. The chosen ones are forward-thinking and strategic, understanding that wisdom is about making choices that honor both the present moment and the future. One of the hallmarks of wisdom is the ability to remain open-minded and adaptable. The wise are not rigid in their thinking, but are willing to adjust their beliefs and opinions when presented with new evidence or perspectives. They understand that the world is constantly changing, and they are committed to evolving alongside it. The chosen ones embrace change and view it as an opportunity for growth and learning. They are not afraid to challenge their own assumptions and are always seeking ways to expand their understanding of the world and the people within it. Furthermore, wisdom is deeply connected to a sense of patience and timing. The wise know that not everything can be rushed and that some things take time to unfold. They understand that life's greatest lessons often come in moments of stillness and reflection, rather than through hurried action. The chosen ones know how to wait, how to be present in the moment, and how to trust the process. They do not force outcomes, but allow things to develop naturally, knowing that true wisdom comes from the ability to see the bigger picture and to trust that things will unfold as they are meant to. At the heart of wisdom is the understanding that there is no such thing as perfect knowledge. The wise are humble in their approach to life, recognizing that they do not have all the answers and that there is always more to learn. They approach life with curiosity and a willingness to listen, understanding that every person and experience has something valuable to teach them. The chosen ones do not pretend to have all the answers, but they are open to the wisdom of others and are eager to continue learning throughout their lives. Wisdom also involves the cultivation of discernment, the ability to make sound judgments based on experience, knowledge, and intuition. The wise know when to take risks and when to play it safe, when to speak up and when to remain silent. They trust their intuition and rely on their judgment to guide them through life's complexities. Discernment allows them to navigate difficult situations with clarity and confidence, and it is one of the key qualities that distinguishes the wise from the merely knowledgeable. Ultimately, the test of wisdom is about learning to live in harmony with the world around you, to make decisions that are aligned with your highest values, and to cultivate a deep understanding of yourself and others. It is about seeking truth, embracing change, and acting with integrity and compassion. The chosen ones know that wisdom is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. They are committed to continuously deepening their understanding, honing their judgment, and applying their knowledge in ways that benefit not only themselves, but also the world at large. In the end, the test of wisdom is a measure of your ability to navigate the complexities of life with grace, discernment, and insight. It asks whether you can make decisions that reflect both your own truth and the greater good, and whether you can apply your knowledge and experience in ways that lead to personal growth, fulfillment, and harmony with others. The wise know that wisdom is not an isolated trait, but one that is nurtured through relationships, experiences, and a commitment to lifelong learning. Through wisdom, the chosen ones are able to rise above the challenges of life, seeing with clarity, acting with purpose, and living in alignment with their deepest values. The seventh test is the test of strength, a crucial element that lies at the heart of personal and collective growth. This test is not just about physical power or resilience, but about the strength of character, willpower, and the ability to endure hardships with dignity, courage, and perseverance. The test of strength challenges an individual to confront life's difficulties head-on without allowing obstacles, setbacks, or failures to dictate their sense of self or their path forward. It asks if you can continue to move forward when the road ahead is steep, the journey long, and the challenges seemingly insurmountable. Strength, in this sense, goes far beyond the ability to lift heavy objects or endure physical pain. It is a measure of emotional and psychological resilience, how well you handle adversity, how you cope with stress, and how you recover from failures or setbacks. Strength is about the ability to keep going when you feel exhausted, to keep believing when hope seems out of reach, and to maintain your values even when circumstances encourage compromise. The test of strength is not about avoiding suffering, but about how you face it and whether you emerge from it stronger and wiser. The chosen ones understand that strength is built through adversity. They do not shy away from challenges, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. They are not defined by the difficulties they face, but by how they respond to those difficulties. They see setbacks as temporary, learning experiences rather than permanent defeats. The wise ones know that it is in the moments of struggle where the greatest lessons are learned and where true strength is forged. At the heart of this test is resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity and continue moving forward despite challenges. Resilience is about not allowing failure to define you, but using it as a stepping stone towards success. The chosen ones are not discouraged by setbacks. Instead, they view each setback as a valuable lesson that brings them closer to their goal. Resilience is a key element of strength because it allows individuals to endure hardship with an unshaken sense of purpose and determination. The test of strength also involves the ability to maintain inner peace in the face of external turmoil. The world can be a chaotic place, filled with uncertainty, conflict, and upheaval. Strength is not found in avoiding these challenges, but in staying grounded amidst them. The chosen ones know how to maintain their sense of calm and clarity, even in the most turbulent situations. They are not easily swayed by external circumstances, but are able to find inner stability that allows them to make thoughtful decisions and respond effectively to whatever life throws their way. Inner peace is a form of strength because it enables individuals to remain focused on their long-term goals and values, regardless of the chaos or uncertainty surrounding them. A key component of strength is the ability to stay focused and committed to your purpose. It is easy to lose sight of your goals when faced with obstacles or distractions. However, the chosen ones know that true strength lies in perseverance, the ability to stay on course even when the path is difficult or unclear. They understand that success is not always immediate and that patience and determination are often required to achieve lasting results. Strength is about showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting the process, even when progress seems slow or the end goal feels distant. They know that the most meaningful achievements come not from quick fixes or shortcuts, but from sustained effort and unwavering commitment. Moreover, strength involves self-discipline, the ability to stay focused on what matters most, even when tempted by distractions or immediate pleasures. Self-discipline allows you to prioritize your long-term goals over short-term gratification, to resist the urge to give up when things get tough, and to stay committed to your values and principles. The chosen ones possess this quality in abundance. They understand that strength is not about indulging in every whim or desire, but about mastering their impulses and maintaining control over their actions. Self-discipline is a key foundation of strength because it enables individuals to make decisions that align with their deepest aspirations, rather than succumbing to temporary distractions or impulses. Strength also involves the ability to face fear and uncertainty with courage. Fear is a natural part of the human experience, and it can often hold us back from pursuing our dreams or taking risks. However, the chosen ones understand that strength is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. They know that fear is often a signal that they are on the verge of growth or change, and they choose to embrace it rather than avoid it. Courage is a key component of strength because it enables individuals to take bold actions, step into the unknown, and challenge themselves to become more than they were before. Another essential aspect of strength is the ability to find meaning in suffering. Life inevitably brings pain, loss, and hardship, and the test of strength is about how you handle these challenges. The chosen ones do not see suffering as something to be avoided at all costs, but as an integral part of the human experience that offers valuable lessons. They understand that hardship can be a catalyst for growth and transformation. It is through facing pain with acceptance and understanding that they are able to develop the inner strength necessary to overcome future obstacles. Strength lies in the ability to find purpose and meaning even in the most difficult of circumstances, knowing that each experience, no matter how painful, contributes to their growth and wisdom. Strength also involves the ability to forgive and let go of resentment. Holding on to anger, bitterness, or grudges only drains your energy and prevents you from moving forward. The chosen ones understand that true strength is found in the ability to release negative emotions and make peace with the past. They know that forgiveness is not just for the benefit of others, but for their own healing and growth. Forgiving others allows them to reclaim their power, free themselves from the past, and move forward with a renewed sense of purpose and strength. Furthermore, strength is deeply intertwined with a sense of purpose. The chosen ones know that true strength is found when you are clear about your purpose in life, when you know what you are working toward, and when you are driven by a deep sense of meaning. Purpose provides the fuel that powers you through the difficult times, giving you the strength to keep going even when things seem impossible. Without purpose, it is easy to lose direction and motivation. But with a clear sense of purpose, strength becomes an internal resource that propels you forward, no matter the challenges you face. At the heart of the test of strength is a deep understanding of your own limitations and the courage to ask for help when needed. Strength is not about doing everything alone or pretending to be invincible. It is about recognizing when you need support, seeking help when necessary, and trusting others to help you along your journey. The chosen ones know that true strength comes from community, from leaning on others in times of need, and from giving and receiving support. Ultimately, the test of strength is a measure of how well you can endure the trials of life with grace, resilience, and courage. It asks whether you can face adversity without losing sight of your values, purpose, or inner peace. The chosen ones understand that strength is not an inherent quality, but something that must be cultivated and nurtured through experience, reflection, and perseverance. Through their strength, they are able to overcome obstacles, rise above challenges, and continue on their path with unwavering determination and faith. Strength, in the end, is the ability to stand tall in the face of adversity, to keep moving forward when the road is tough, and to inspire others through your example of resilience and courage.